Hello again, this is Robert Veach here. This is my video review of the IMOUMLIVE brand. Their 2-in-1 cordless pole saw and 8-inch cutting brushless chainsaw. Has an oiling system. It weighs 8.3 pounds only. It's very light. 21 volt 3 amp hour battery included. This pole in the background, which is real impressive, extends from 6.2 feet to 10.6 feet, allowing you a reach of over 16 feet if you're 6 feet tall. Pretty impressive. So I'm going to go over everything and how this thing works and how to use the chainsaw and what it comes with and how to assemble it. But first I'm just going to quickly show you how it was delivered safely in a nice package. So here I'm going to show how it comes packaged. I opened up the box and you can see it has foam, bubble wrap, and a whole section of foam with a cover so that you get your pole saw in perfect condition right to your doorstep. So this product gets excellent customer ratings and it has a full 12-month warranty with free repair and replacement. And it has a brushless motor. Now I'm going to go over right off the bat why a brushless motor is important on something like a chainsaw. So that upgraded chainsaw has 360% longer lifespan, 85% higher output power, 65% lower energy consumption, and 240% higher work efficiency than other chainsaws that use a pure copper motor. So you want to get any product that's for yard work, you want to get it with a brushless motor, and this has that brushless motor. This is an old-fashioned can motor. This is used in a lot of drills, garden tools, weed whackers, string trimmers, and this is a brush motor. This is old technology. I'm going to show you a close-up of what happens here. If I put power to this, there is some sparking that goes on there, there's some energy loss, and those contacts wear out. So I'm trying to show you a close-up. This is what happens on a brushed motor. I'm going to turn the motor on. When you look inside there, you can see the sparking going on, and that's just going to get worse over time, and there's where all the losses is with a brushed motor. Now, brushless motors I've been using for 20 years, and I'm going to show you my electric car, my Kona, totally brushless motor inside there. All the electric cars use brushless motors, and here is one that's used in one of my model airplanes. There is no contacts to worry about right here. There's no sparking, there's no energy loss. So that's the beauty of a brushless motor. Now, I already own one of these 8-inch chainsaws. I love it. Works amazing, comes with 2 batteries. I'll have the link so that you can purchase this product. Now I'm going to show you how to set this up and do the simple process of putting these handles on. Now, one of the unique things about this brand of chainsaw is equipped with an upgraded lubrication system. So it'll allow you to put oil, pour the lubricant in the tank, and you can freely lubricate the chain when necessary, allowing you to cut wood and branches smoothly. There's also an upgraded chain tightening mechanism we're going to demonstrate, which involves using this and this right here and the included tool that comes with it. But here's the lubrication system. You open this up, fill this with your oil of choice. Anything like 10W30 is fine, 10W40, and then you push this bubble right there and it's going to shoot oil inside this mechanism. And really nice to have that because you want to keep this oil to extend the life of it and also just have it run smoother. Now, the 2 batteries are included are 21 volt 3 amp hour. They can be charged over 500 times, and they have overheating, overcharging protection inside them to provide a very stable battery performance. And of course, it also has that indicator that I showed, which gives you the status of the battery. This whole chainsaw with a battery is about 4 pounds, and that's pretty lightweight, and it's also passed CE/FCC and ETC certifications, which is great, which means that it's safe in terms of the material, the plastic, and the electronics itself. So this is real simple. This gets plugged right in like that and it locks in place. When you go to move it, you just push the button and you slide the battery out. Whenever you're working on the tool, you want to remove the battery. There is a safety on here. If you go to push it, nothing happens. You have to push that button in first, and then it comes on and you're able to start cutting. Now the battery is totally out, so I can demonstrate this. There is a knob right here. When you turn this clockwise, the arrow is going that way. There's a lock mechanism there. See, it says lock. That's a normal position you're going to be in. You want to turn this to the counterclockwise, unlock, use the included tool, and loosen this up, and that then allows some movement on here. And you generally want to have about 3 millimeters gap on there, no more than that. And they kind of mention that right there. Once you think it's correct, then you could turn this screw clockwise. Don't use any power tools on this. Turn it clockwise to tighten it. And then you turn this back to the lock position, which is clockwise, this little knob. And that's it. Now it's in place, ready to be used. Now the handle is installed. It slides into this round section right there, and that allows it to be on a pivot, and then it lines up with those holes right there, and you use the included hardware, those screws right there, to mount it in place. So there I have that installed now. You can see with the 2 screws. And the next thing to install is this little deflector. You hold the saw here, and this will allow any debris to be deflected away from you. It'll hit this first, and this goes onto those 2 holes right there, mating up with the holes that are on there. Lines up in place. You line it up, and you push it forward, and you use 2 screws to mount it. And there it is mounted now with those 2 screws. Here it's ready to use now. We've got the battery installed, and I've got the handle and the guard on place. Something else that is also unique about the IMOUMLIVE is that because it's a brushless motor, it has a very soft start ramping up. If you listen, because they have full control of that brushless motor. On other units that don't have brushless motors, they start up and they cause some inertia shock to the motor, but not on this unit. So you can see it's cutting real easily. Okay, now this is a real thick branch we're going to try. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, look how thick that is. You threw it just like butter. That's unbelievable. So let's go over everything the IMOUMLIVE brand, the 2-in-1 cordless pull saw and 8-inch cutting brushless chainsaw comes with. It has a bag included, and in that bag you have a brush, you have a screwdriver, you have the tool that I showed for tightening the chain itself, and some extra screws inside there, and it has a nice file for sharpening the actual saw blade. And of course it has the handles, which we showed installed, and the safety glasses, and the 1 battery that this comes with, a 21 volt, and of course it's got that power indicator. I have to charge, as you can see right there. I'm going to show you that next. And the saw itself, this amazing saw. Now we're going to show you how to charge the battery. So it's very simple to charge. You take the included adapter, and you can see it's got a red LED in there because this battery needed to be charged, and the barrel connector plugs right into the opening right there. And now this is being charged, and this will go to green when it is fully charged. And this unit comes with 2 instruction manuals, one for the pole saw by itself, but it's really simple to operate. We're going to demonstrate. This pole saw is basically an extension of your chainsaw. So your chainsaw has the battery with the release on there, and we're going to be separating these two, and this pole saw is going to be in between here. So the battery is going to be in the base, this is going to be in the top. So here's the top, and before I mount this, I want to show you could push these buttons in and you could change the angle and it locks back in place. That is really unique to this product, and I've never seen that before. Now this slides in and you're going to hear a clicking sound like that, and there is the release right there. You want to make sure that's fully in. Then there is a really nice safety on here. You push that forward and it locks it so that it can't come out. Now on the unit itself, it has these really nice lockable pieces, and they open up like that, and they are spring loaded, and they allow this to do all the extension you need. Then you just lock it in place like that. It holds it really solid in place. And now notice it has this very cushioned handle right here, which really is going to help minimize the fatigue when you're using this pole saw. Now on the opposite end, here is where the battery is going to slide in, and it locks in place just like that. And then there is your mechanical release. Make sure it's locked in place. Now there is a safety on here, as you'd expect, just like when you use the chainsaw. You have to push this button in, and then you hold that button there, and the chainsaw comes on. Now this is also totally unique. I've never seen this before. There is a lock on here, and you push this button down, and you could rotate this 90 degrees. Now you know why that's important? Sometimes you're cutting branches on a slight angle. Sometimes you get fatigued and you want to change the angle. So that locks it in place, and all you have to do is pull this lock down and it goes back to that 0 degree point like that. That's a real nice innovative feature they added. Now we're going to be testing this in two ways. We're going to be trimming some really tall branches with this, and normally it's not used for that, but I found that this works excellent for trimming branches also. Some trees essentially that have real thin branches on them. And then we're going to be using it to trim some larger branches in my backyard and show you how effective this pole saw really is from IMOUMLIVE. So we're first going to try it on some high branches on this bush behind us right here, and we're going to extend it till it's probably about 14 feet long by the time we extend it. So that was a really tall, that was about 16 feet up, so it allowed her to reach that really tall branch. Here we're going to trim a little bit in the front of our house. Okay, so we tested the IMOUMLIVE pole saw with the 8-inch chainsaw on there, and it works really well. Just make sure you got good strong footing when you do it, but it actually works, and all those adjustments on there, you can find the right one for where you're standing and what you're cutting. So I like this product. What do you think about it? Would you give it a 5-star rating?
It worked excellently.
Okay, so she loves it, I love it. We're going to give it a full 5-star rating. I hope this video review helped you with your buying decision. Thank you for watching.